Hello everyone. So I got a question on my last video about calculating deflection angles. And this question really made me stop and think because I didn't even think to go this far back in the math. But it's reasonable when you're being asked to calculate something by hand to have a fundamental understanding of how you're performing that calculation. And I did that video on my calculator. I didn't even think about this, but somebody brought it to my attention and they said, well, if I am just subtracting 93, 40, I think it was 41 or 15, what was my answer here? 18. If I'm just subtracting 93, 18, 41 from 180, shouldn't the answer be 87, 18, 45? And so I'm just showing here that straight subtraction and addition when it comes to hours, minutes, and seconds is not equivalent to the type of calculation that you need to do when you're working in hours, minutes, and seconds. So you can see my little note up there, things to remember. 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. 60 minutes is equal to 1 degree. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds and vice versa. So when we're adding and subtracting hours, minutes, and seconds, we want to think in sort of in units of 60, and 60 being equal to 1. So let's take this problem and we're going to do the math real quick. So we're going to subtract 93 degrees, 18 minutes, and 45 seconds from 180. We want to think again in units of 60. So we're going to borrow an entire degree, which is equal to 60 minutes, from the degrees, carry that 60 minutes over to the minutes, borrow an entire minute from the minutes, and carry that 60 seconds over to the seconds column. So 1 being equal to 60 as we're borrowing. Once you do this, then you can just do straight subtraction. So again, 1 degree gives you 60 minutes. Take 1 minute from the 60 gives you 59, and then you take that full minute, which is equivalent to 60 seconds, over to the seconds, and then you can subtract and come out with the correct answer. And there's our check. So this is a concept, again, that I just didn't think about starting with, which I probably should have started with this one, because this is bare bones. You need to know how to properly add and subtract when we're working in hours and minutes and seconds, because that's what we're always working with. And adding is the same similar concept. Again, thinking in terms of 1 being equal to 60 as we're performing these math functions. So let's keep it simple. We'll use the same numbers that we just calculated in reverse to add, because we know the check is going to be a straight 180 degrees. So when we're adding, we're going to start on the right with the seconds. So you're going to add 45 and 15, and you're going to get 60, which again, 60 is equal to 1 in the next column. So 60 seconds is equal to an entire minute. So we're going to leave 0, 0 in the seconds, and we're going to give that minute to the minutes column. And then we're going to perform straight addition from the minutes column. So you're going to take 1, add 18, add 41, and you're going to come out with 60 again for this particular problem. So again, 60 minutes is equivalent to an entire degree. So we're going to zero out the minutes because we're giving that whole degree over to the degrees column. Then you're going to, again, just do straight addition. 93 degrees plus that 1 plus the 86 should give us 180 degrees, and we will see that our math checks. So this is obviously a good check for the previous calculation as well. Now, of course, you can throw this into your calculator. You can convert those angles to decimal degrees, then perform the math function, then convert it back to hours and minutes and seconds. You can check yourself with the calculator. But this in and of itself is a great check to make sure that you were performing the math correctly. So again, biggest takeaway, think in units of 60 being equivalent to 1. When you're adding and subtracting your hours, minutes, and seconds. I hope this helped. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to let me know. Thanks so much.